Hello again, and Happy New Year, everyone. Can you tell that I'm recording this directly after recording Rates and Ravings? Anyway, it's time for us to have a talk. Now, don't worry, I'm not breaking up with you, but I need to make some changes. Before I do that, I do want to briefly touch on some stuff that I did with the channel in 2021. This year, I put out a total of 42 videos, not including 5 streams, and 13 songs, which I'm really proud of, actually. Oh my god, Strong Pig was this year? Jesus Christ. I'm definitely very proud of the music I've been putting out recently. I think it's some of the best stuff that I've done so far. My favorites are probably Strong Pig, Olympomaki, Ride Home, and Sugar Brain. I think I've been improving a lot in terms of writing and production, so I'm really happy to see that continue to be a big presence on the channel. As for my favorite videos, I don't really know. Like, I think the Zagreus moveset was good, and then the ranking of the Smash stages and songs videos, those were good because I got a little more creative with those. But I don't feel very strongly about most of the videos that I put out this year, and that kind of leads into my thoughts moving forward into 2022. While my general quality and flow of making stuff has all improved drastically over the year, I feel like I've slipped a little too far into just making content for the channel. I really want creativity to return as the core of the identity of Room 100. I also want to be extremely transparent with you in this video, talking about specific projects and things like that, which I kind of used to be vague about before, but if you're interested enough to watch this video, then you're probably interested enough to discuss these things and give your input as to what sounds good and what doesn't. First things first, reviews in general, but Rates and Ravings specifically, are probably going to come to an end, but it's in your hands. Recently, I just haven't been excited to record these things. I've actually kind of dreaded them, even though I've gotten the production down very cleanly. It doesn't take a lot of time, and I do enjoy talking about and discussing these things still. But for the amount of time that I need to put into it and the amount of views that they get, they just don't really seem worth it for the amount that I don't want to do them, that I want to use that time for other things. However, if you like review-based content on this channel, I'm definitely willing to experiment and try to find different ways to do that. I did give 4 minutes for a year and a half. I gave this series about a year, and I just haven't found something that's super stuck. But if that's something you want to continue to see, I can always mess around with other formats. Next, as I stated in my In Conclusion Smash Ultimate video, I will still be continuing to make Smash content despite Smash Ultimate being finished, but it's going to be a lot less, like once a month at most. I'm still going to be making movesets, the first of which is going to be Ravenbeak, which I would like to put out in January, but it might get bumped back, we'll see. More Mii movesets are probably coming. I've been finding that topic really interesting as of late, and there's a couple other vague ideas I've had, such as exploring the genres of gaming found in Smash, talking about what the next Smash could be, and on a broader discussion, kind of just talking about crossovers and media as a whole right now, and if there is kind of an end to that in sight. On that more broader scale, in terms of gaming in general, I'm actively working on a video based on what Prime 4 could be like, and I'm really excited for that. I actually wanted that out back in November, but I wound up working on other videos. I had to make a video once Sora was out, and then it just kind of got pushed back and back, along with becoming a lot more interesting and intensive kind of video. So that will hopefully be out maybe February, March, something like that. And I also want to do a video on Pikmin 4 in the same style. I'm also looking into ideas for new series that would replace something like Ready Moveset Go as consistently appearing on the channel. I have 2 Smash ideas, one of which would be some kind of consistent form of Fantasy Smash Ball. I still really like that concept. I've been playing it consistently with my friends, but I haven't found a specific way to bring that to the channel. I'm not sure whether it would be bringing on guests like Ready Moveset Go, or making it more of a fantasy setup that like people can follow as they will. But I still think Smash Ball has a lot of opportunity, especially with Smash Ultimate coming to an end. I also have an idea for a series that would probably be called like Resume Smashers or something like that. The idea would be to bring on a single guest per episode and to look at 1 or 2 characters that didn't make it into Smash and talk about why that didn't happen. Basically breaking down their Smash resume. We talk about their moveset potential, their legacy, see all of that stuff. I'm not extremely hype on that idea right now, but I do think it has potential. Might just come later in the year or next year, I don't know. I also have two ideas for D&D style content. One of them is an idea I had a while ago called Dungeons and What. This is basically finding someone who has no idea how Dungeons and Dragons works and having them explain the rules to us, then building a one-shot campaign around those rules and having a steady group of players who will play in all of these absurd, crazy rules from people who don't know how the game works. The other show idea I had would be something called Roll for Flavor or something like that. Basically a cooking focused show that is entirely predicated on dice rolls. This was inspired by a one-shot that I did where I played a chef character and wound up in a cooking competition. I was rolling for certain aspects of what I was making, and then me and my girlfriend wound up trying to do that in real life, imperfections and all, and it was really fun. So the idea would be to roll for things like ingredient accuracy, how well I'm cooking something, how well it's being prepared, anything like that. I'm not sure how this would go down, but it's an interesting idea at least, although I think it might be similar to other ideas out there right now. I'm not sure. Please let me know what you think of these for sure. But here are the main creative things that are going to be the forefront of the channel in 2022. One of them is my music and the new albums that I've been working on. I've been working on two albums, one called 3113, which there are already like acoustic demos out for, and one called Re-Entry, which is a more recent idea that I've had. I've been working on both of these a lot and was kind of hoping to have them out in 2021, but now I am just fully focusing on them. I want to get these out because I finally have a really clear idea of what they are, so that is the focus. I'm hoping that both of them will maybe be out in March, but I think between March and May is probably where they will safely come out. Then after that, I would very much like to focus on making my own Rivals of Aether OCs. I've been very much inspired by PK King and the whole Rivals community. It seems really awesome. And now that I have all of these moveset concepts that are just floating around and I don't have anything to do with them, this seems like a really cool opportunity to make my own characters that I can put these movesets onto. I have tons of different ideas, and my main kind of excuse of how I'm making these characters, because I do want them to generally fit into Rivals lore, is that all of the characters I'm going to be making are from like games, whether they be board games or video games, in the world of Rivals of Aether, and that gives me a little bit of room to kind of do whatever I want with them and to make very like genre heavy movesets as I have in the past. So I would love to get your input on what sounds good here, what you don't think would really work. Again, if you're watching this video, you probably care enough about me and the channel to have some opinion on these. And if you are just here for nerdy content, that is still going to be very much a part of this channel. It's just going to take a backseat as it was always intended to. Music is finally getting pushed to the front, and I'm very excited about it. I hope you stick around because I think it's going to be really cool. So that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you've stuck with me throughout the entire year. And I just want to say Happy New Year, and I hope you're looking forward for what's coming next to the channel. And as always, thanks for watching.